working properly. So that's certain topics, very important topics only. We forget to record, like including BIOS settings. It's a very important one. So I just forget to record. So that's record is gone. Okay. Yeah. So device drivers. So we'll see what is device drivers. It's a one of the important, and it's also important for troubleshooting purpose also. Like printer is not connected, what you will do? Keyboard is not working, what you will do? Mouse is not working, what you will do? Okay, so these are all also include this software related troubleshooting, that is device drivers troubleshooting. So we should understand what is device drivers, and also there is a direct question, what is device drivers? Okay, so for troubleshooting and your interview purpose and system maintenance purpose, should understand device drivers. Okay, after that we'll see what we will try to discuss. Okay, device drivers. So we discuss about a hardware. What happened to my mouse again? We discussed about a hardware, right? And user interfaces. User interact with your hardware, right? User running applications, user interacting with your computer. So we'll provide that kind of stuff is operating system. So what we discuss is hardware components, okay? And user is there, of course, user utilization. I'm drawing on my screen. So it's in my uh, PowerPoint, right? So it's in my Paint. Okay. So that's like I'm interacting with my system. So that's a user pointer. Next is the operating system. Operating system. So providing user interfaces, running user applications also. And also operating system interact with your hardware components like CPU, RAM, hard disk, like storages, your Ethernet cards, NICs, like the different kind of devices. But how operating system knows how to communicate with these particular devices? This operating system kernel contains the related programs. Okay. So for example, I open a browser and try to access certain website. Okay, certain website I'm accessing. This application will understand what we are doing it and send this information through NIC. So of course, where are we doing that one? At upper layer, application layer. So your OS will understand and send that through this NIC. It process it, store it, and sending through NIC. So it should know how to communicate with these devices. Okay. So who is having that information? That's your operating system knows how to work with these hardware devices. The related program is there. So by default, in your operating system, the certain hardware components information means that related programs already it is there. So generally we don't get that. Okay, generally we are able to access it. Just in case, for example, there is specific hardware devices there. For example, you install a graphic card. Okay, install a graphic card. Okay, install a graphic card, and your operating system don't know what is this device. Does not know what is the device or what is the device related program. It does not have that related to interact with that device. It does not don't have that kind of program in the operating system by default. And what to do? You have to install that related program. That is we call it as drivers. What is a driver? It is also a piece of program. And this driver is specifically for specific type of device. Graphic card related drivers. For example, I purchase a graphic card, MSI company. A graphic card I purchase from MSI company graphic card. So from the MSI company, when I buy a graphic card, so also I will take that related, that manufacturer related. graphic card related drivers. So I install the drivers, so then my operating system has that program now. When I install the drivers, my operating system has that program to interact with this graphic card. Similarly, your NIC cards. So I have installed one new Ethernet card. Or some Wi-Fi Ethernet card, I install wireless card. Okay, operating system, for example, that related program is not there to interact with this at its kernel. So what we have to do, we have to install the drivers. Okay, on your motherboard, you have audio chips also there. Okay, so I'm speaking, my mic take my voice signal, convert into electrical signal. But it has to be processed. Now, what signal it is, it has to be converted into digital form of signal. It has to be sent to Microsoft Teams, so then you can receive it. But who will convert this electrical signal to the digital form of signal? Okay, which is based on that application I'm using. Our audio chip on your motherboard, it will do it. So your operating system should understand how to interact with this audio chip, how to work with this, how to tell a process command. That is, so there is a new signal, process it, give me that output, I will send to this application. Okay, so there is a hardware component and there is an application. There is a hardware component, chip is here. And which application? Microsoft Team application. In between is operating system managing. So your operating system must know how to interact with this application as well as how to interact with the hardware component. Okay. If OS by default it does not have that program, then you have to install that audio chip related drivers. Okay. One more point I said. So the last printer. A best example to understand the drivers is a printer. You purchase a printer and now you want to take a printout. What you will do, you connect your printer to your system. You connected a printer, your system. Can we take immediately a print? We can't. We may not. We may not take a printout. So why? Because this printer related device drivers are there or not. So what happened here? Think like from this point of view, just think step by step. The first step is what I'm done is I connected a printer. I turned on the printer and I connected a printer to our system. Connected a printer. Now what our system, operating system will do it. So there is a service called a plug and play. It's not a PNP transistor, NPN transistor, PNP transistor. It's not that one, guys. It's a plug and play service. It's a inside your system, there is a plug and play service. Whenever you attach a new device to your system, this plug and play service try to detect what happened. Okay, what happened? So what is something is a device is attached. A device is attached. Where it is attached? What kind of device it is? What are the details of the device? The basic framework details of the device. This PNP service will gather that information and inform to our operating system. In the operating system, these related drivers, this device related drivers available inside your OS or not, inside your system, that related drivers are there or not. If it is there, it load those drivers, so then we can use the printer. For example, already I have a printer drivers are installed in my laptop. So when I connected same printer, no problem, I don't need to install the drivers. Already it is installed, so it will load those drivers automatically and I can take a printout. In case it is not there, in case that printer related drivers are not available, then what happens? So you can't take a printout. So in your operating system, so you have to Go to the device manager. There you can find. So there is a new device is attached, but that related drivers are not installed. So we can't work with this system. So you have to install the drivers. Then you have to install the drivers. So once you install the drivers, your operating system got to know how to communicate with, got to know about the device and how to communicate with the device. Then you can take a printout. So it will understand how to convert a document into this specific printable format, and it send that printable format data to the printer. And printer will take out the print. Okay, that is the importance of device drivers. Okay. Even you have a lot of devices we are using, guys, like a Bluetooth devices we are using, right? Keyboards, mouse, printers, joysticks. Because of this USB compatibilities, so we are not minding about this device drivers. Once earlier days, device drivers are more challenging. Very earlier days, if you are using a color monitor, so you have to install the color monitor related drivers. Okay. So if you use monochrome, no problem, directly connected. But if you are using color monitor, so your system does not know how to communicate with the color monitor. You have to install color monitor drivers. You have a normal keyboard, a standard 108 keyboards, 108 keys keyboard, US keyboard is there. No problem. IBM keyboard, your non standard keyboard. No. If you are using multimedia keyboard means the keyboard has that volume up button, volume down button, email button, and the shortcuts are there. So multimedia shortcuts also there. Okay, opening direct. If you click on the play button, automatically Windows Media Player will be open. Okay, if you attach that kind of multimedia keyboard, then you have to install that keyboard related drivers. Okay, you connect any USB drives like pen drives, your mobile phone using USB, you are connected anything. That USB device related drivers you have to install earlier. Now most of the things are inside your operating system. Not much. We are that too we are buying a laptop which is already OS and drivers are already installed. Okay. So better if you want to know anytime. So with your friends or anything. Even YouTube videos also there. How to assemble deassemble PC and complete OS setup. Okay, new PC setup. So you will understand lot of system related. It's not about your whatever thing, guys. It's a basic thing to know it. It's a very basic thing to know it. It's a small disturbance from this mic. Just wait. I think this is better. Okay. So then what is this device drivers? A device driver is a computer program that operates or control a particular type of device that is attached to your computer. Device driver in a computing reference refers to a special kind of software program or specific type of software application that controls a specific hardware device that enable different hardware device to communicate with your computer operating system. This part is enough. Okay. Okay. So to communicate with the device, the OS need a driver based on that device. Very simple ways to communicate with a device. So system want to communicate with a specific device. That specific devices related drivers has to be installed inside your system. Okay. Example I have written, you connect a printer. Our OS does not know how to communicate with the printer. So you have to install the printer driver. So then OS knows how to communicate with the printer. So install a graphic card, then your system don't know about a graphic card and graphic card related, how to communicate with this graphic card. Okay, so you have to install that graphic card related drivers. So then our OS knows how to communicate with the graphic card. So we can use that device if we install the device drivers. If you don't install it and your OSs also don't know, then we can't use the device. Okay, that is device. Now, how to manage these device drivers? Like how to manage the devices and device drivers. So one is you can go to run or search, type devmgmt.msc, or you can go to the search, type device manager. So it opens directly a device manager. You can also try to go to control panel. From the control panel, you can open the device manager. Go to control panel, list all, and then go to this device manager. This device manager will be opens. Okay. So this is our device manager. If you see certain devices showing down black arrow mark, meaning is these devices are disabled. Showing enabled means the device is disabled. Okay. For example, a specific device is not working. For example, it's a network adapter device. It's not working. So what is like you go to the device manager, see any that related hardware related drivers information. It is showing disabled. What to do? You can right click and enable it. You can right click it and enable the device. So like this. Okay. Sometimes in the device manager for certain device it shows as a big question mark. Okay, as a big question mark. Or sometimes it shows like this unknown devices. So you attach a device. The device related drivers are not in your web, not in your system. So you go to the device manager. So then you can able to see unknown devices. Okay, so it meaning is that device related drivers are not available. So what you have to do? You have to install those drivers. Install the device related driver. So then you can use that device. Okay, so that is the one. Next step. Next step. You attach a device. So when you attach a device, even you attach a device, your system not recognizing the device. You connect a printer, or maybe you connected a keyboard, or maybe you connected something like what we say, some a device like what we like a Bluetooth device you are connected, but system not recognizing that device, not immediately sensing that device. You connected some Wi-Fi adapter, USB adapter. System has to be recognize the device, right? It is not recognized immediately. Generally, it is recognized very quickly and immediately it will recognize. If not recognize, what to do? So go to this computer name. Can you see the computer name? In the device managers, right click and scan for hardware changes. Just you're simply try to refresh your all your devices and you are telling to your system that run this plug and play and try to find that there is a new device is attached. Try to find what device is attached and get the details. Okay. The system is not recognizing the device. There is not even a unknown device kind of stuff also not there. It is not recognizing it. Is you attach a device, but system don't feel anything. Okay. So that is what I said. Device. Yes, right click, scan for hardware changes. But if you know what type of device it is, for example, if it is a networking related device, network adapter related. So right click on network adapter, scan for hardware changes. Specifically, to search for any network adapter related devices attached. Or maybe it is a printer related device. So right click on the printer queue. So scan for hardware changes. If it is a Bluetooth related device, right click on Bluetooth, scan for hardware changes. Okay. So this is one thing. And specific device. So you have a specific type of device and that device is not recognizing. Okay. So for example, this is a device not recognizing, then right click, scan for hardware changes. The device is not functioning. It is there, recognized, but not working. You can try once more, scan for hardware changes. Try to load its related drivers once again. Okay, this is point number one. How to do with what to do with this device manager. In that one, point number one. So point number two. So point number one, all it does, if any device showing a down arrow mark, that is means the device is disabled. Device is there, you connected it, but not working. Check in the device manager. If search for the device type and check it, what it is showing here. Down arrow mark means it's disabled and try to enable it. A question mark or maybe a triangle warning symbol type, unknown device type means unrecognized device, unknown device means the device drivers are not installed. That's why we can't able to work with the device. So find out the device drivers and install the drivers. Another one is you attach a device, but system not loading the device drivers. Automatically, it's not recognizing the devices. Even you connect a device. So what you do? Scan for hardware changes. Next. Mm, uh, yeah. What are the other managements? For example, you can update the drivers. So there is a device and you use it for a very long time, but still the function is very slow and kind of stuff. Or maybe it's not working as expected now. So maybe it is a hardware issue or maybe it is a device drivers issues. So better to update to make it running better, right? So right click on the device from the device manager, find out the device, right click on the device. You can find update the drivers. You can update the drivers. Okay. So this is one option. Second. So you connect a device, you install the drivers, but not working. And you found that is the drivers which is your installed not suitable for the specific device. Not suitable. So what do you do with this device drivers? So you can uninstall the drivers. Uninstall the device. Next. Certain devices not required now. So you have a device, install the drivers, but it is interrupting some other processes. We can disable the devices also. Like these devices are disabled, same way we can disable the specific devices also. Also, you can control through properties. By going to the properties, you can understand the device status, means the device is working or not, and any other issues. Okay, these are the device related settings also you can able to modify and change. So this is driver. Here, the first thing is who is the manufacturer of this particular device is Intel. And who is providing the drivers for this device is Intel only. So Intel is manufacturer of the this adapter, Intel manufacturer. So Intel is providing that related drivers. And it is verified and certified by the Microsoft. That's why you can see digital signature is a Microsoft. For example, you have a device, you install the drivers, it is not working. So you came to the device manager, you right click on the device and go to the properties and check on the drivers tab. And it is showing digital signature is missing. No, there is no digital signature. So it means you download the drivers of that particular device from some kind of third-party sites. So that is not verified by Microsoft. So it won't accept to run the device. That too, nowadays, we are using 64-bit systems. Compulsory digital signature is compulsory. Okay, if it is missing, it can't come. It won't work. So go to first, try to find the original drivers from the device manufacturer website, download those drivers, remove these drivers, first uninstall these drivers and install the original drivers. Then restart the system. So try to check it, it's working or not. Okay. If device is attached, not working, check the device drivers, go to the properties, drivers tab, check the digital signature. Digital signature is missing, means it's not authorized drivers from by Microsoft, so it won't work. So you have to download the genuine original drivers from the manufacturing websites, then uninstall the existing drivers, install the new working drivers. This is one. And earlier I said no, so you can also update the drivers. So when you see my here, same one, same thing. You can see same system, same adapter. And what is the same adapter, right? What is the driver state and version 22.250? This is 26/7/2023. See mine? Where is this? This 2025, uh, yeah, 2nd Jan 2025 and 23.1 version. What happened in between? Okay, it's got updated. Okay, of course. Sometimes you got a device related issues. One more solution is that is you can update the drivers. You can update drivers whenever you want it. If it is a old drivers, it's already see it's a January drivers. Maybe in between January to now, the device, the manufacturer release some new updates for this particular device. You can update it if it is available. If you click on update drivers, it will ask you two options. One is search for drivers automatically. So it will search from the internet and try to find any new drivers compared to this version. Okay, if available, so you can download and install it automatically through this update. Or whenever these drivers are available on Windows Microsoft updates, you can download these device drivers from the Microsoft updates whenever it is available. And if you are download these device drivers, new drivers from the manufacturer website, you keep it in folder, then you can specify where is this drivers are located. Okay. So like that, you can update the drivers. Why we are updating drivers? If you got any device related issues, it can be the BSOD related issues, a device not functioning, a device functioning very slow, or some kind of errors or disconnections are frequently happen. Updating of drivers will help. So update the drivers. Second, next one, you update the drivers. You update the drivers. When you update drivers, you got updated the drivers. So updating the driver to help your device to perform well, running smoothly, and resolving any kind of issues you are having earlier. But sometimes you after update, your device stop working, or you are getting lot of errors or issues you are getting on this particular device. What to do? After updating, you are getting problem. Then you roll back the device drivers to the previous version. Previous is good. After update, it is not good. Then what to do? You have to roll back to the previous state. Okay. Next, disable the device. Already I told you, if this particular device interrupting some other processes, or you no longer require this particular device to be active, then you can disable it. Uninstall the devices. Already I told guys, if you install the device drivers, it is not suitable for your hardware and it is also not working. Better to uninstall the device drivers and clean installation means completely remove from your system. Uninstall, it will ask you completely remove from your system. Yes, and remove it and then try to restart your system. Make sure it is not loaded again. There is one point. In another way also, sometimes you connect a device, it's not recognizing. You check in the device manager, you go to the device, everything look fine only. but still device is not connecting, not working. What to do? So one more option is there. Uninstall the device, restart your PC. So what happen? Your system will reload the drivers. Sometimes because of reloading of drivers also possible. Drivers reload issue is also there. So when you power on your system, that all device drivers are there inside your system. When you connect a device, the related drivers will be loaded and start working. But this time, what happened because of system some busy or anything, that related drivers are not properly installing into your system. It is already there. It is not loading into your system. That's your OS cannot able to communicate with your device. So what we will do, uninstall the device, restart your PC. It may be reload your device drivers properly now, so we can able to work on it. But while you are uninstalling device, this type of troubleshooting, don't uninstall permanently. Before you are installing, you have to make sure that is you are already having that related drivers. If you do not have that related device drivers earlier, if you do not have somewhere in your system already downloaded one, better to download that manufacturer related drivers, keep it aside, uninstall the drivers, restart your PCs, whether make sure it is working or not. Okay. So updating drivers, uninstall, restart the system. Okay. This is a will solve a lot of device related issues, including keyboard, mouse, printer kind of issues also. Okay. So device manager is controlling all your system related drivers. Okay. So this is about your device drivers. Okay, guys. Anybody having doubts, questions? Hmm. This is one more very important point is there. What to do? So we'll discuss about a printer and printer connections after small break. Take a small break, relax, and tell your guys to be join again if in case they are really disconnected.